Close your eyes for a second and imagine this. You wake up tomorrow morning, place your feet on the ground, and suddenly feel your legs wobble like jelly. You reach for a glass of water, your hand trembles. Panic surges through you. How did this happen? What if I told you that silent forces inside your body, starting as early as your 40s, are quietly stealing your strength without warning? The truth is, muscle loss isn't just an unfortunate part of aging. It's something we can fight back against, starting today. Stay with me until the very end of this video, because I'm about to reveal the 9 powerful foods that don't just protect your muscles but can restore them, helping you feel stronger, more youthful, and more independent for years to come. Trust me, this knowledge could change the course of your health journey forever. 9 essential muscle-preserving foods. 1. Brown rice. Many people tend to dismiss brown rice, thinking it's just a slightly healthier version of white rice. But the truth is, brown rice is a slow-burning energy powerhouse that deserves a starring role, especially for those focused on maintaining muscle strength as they age. Packed with magnesium, B vitamins, and complex carbohydrates, brown rice provides the critical nutrients needed for muscle contraction, recovery, and endurance. Unlike its white counterpart, brown rice retains its natural bran and germ layers, which offer fiber and essential minerals. This slow-digesting nature ensures a steady release of glucose into your bloodstream, helping to prevent the sudden energy crashes that leave you feeling weak, drained, and vulnerable to muscle fatigue. I recall one patient, a retired schoolteacher named Michael, who made the simple switch from white to brown rice. Within a few months, he noticed a remarkable boost in his daily stamina, especially during his evening walks. It wasn't a drastic change, but it was a decisive one. His muscles stayed fueled longer, his energy levels remained consistent, and he felt stronger overall. Sometimes, the smallest dietary adjustments can spark the biggest improvements in your everyday vitality. 2. Quinoa. When it comes to muscle preservation, quinoa stands out as a true nutritional gem. Unlike most plant-based foods, quinoa is a complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids that the body cannot produce on its own. These amino acids are critical for muscle repair, growth, and maintenance, especially as we age and natural muscle synthesis begins to slow down. Clinical studies have shown that seniors who incorporated quinoa regularly into their diets exhibited significantly better muscle retention compared to those relying solely on traditional meat-based proteins. Quinoa's digestibility, fiber content, and rich nutrient profile make it an ideal option for anyone looking to sustain strength without overburdening their digestion. One story that always comes to mind is Helen, a vibrant 72-year-old who adored gardening. As time went on, she found herself struggling to lift the heavy pots she once handled with ease. By simply introducing a quinoa-based salad into her meals 3 times a week, Helen gradually regained her arm strength. Within a few months, she was back in her garden, tending to her plants with joy and confidence. Sometimes, just one small addition to your plate can reignite a passion and restore a vital part of your life. 3. Walnuts. When it comes to defending your muscles against silent damage, walnuts deserve a prime spot in your daily routine. Rich in plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, walnuts are natural inflammation fighters. Chronic inflammation is a major driver behind accelerated muscle breakdown, joint stiffness, and declining strength as we age. Walnuts also help regulate cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone, which, when elevated, can further erode muscle tissue over time. In my years working with veterans, I remember one Vietnam veteran who began adding a small handful of walnuts to his daily diet. Over the course of several months, he reported significantly less joint pain and improved stability during his physical therapy sessions. His therapists noted better balance and quicker reaction times, both key indicators of muscle and nerve health. Small, consistent dietary changes, like choosing walnuts over processed snacks, can lay a powerful foundation for greater mobility and resilience, even after years of physical wear and tear. 4. Blueberries. Few foods offer as much protective power in such a tiny package as blueberries. Packed with potent antioxidants, particularly anthocyanins, these vibrant berries help neutralize oxidative stress, the invisible enemy that slowly damages muscle fibers, weakens connective tissue, and saps energy reserves over time. Oxidative stress increases naturally as we age, but diets rich in antioxidants can dramatically slow this process. Blueberries act like a shield for your muscles, defending them against the wear and tear of daily life and physical activity. One of my longtime patients, Sally, a retired baker with a zest for life, loved experimenting with recipes. Together, we found ways to fold blueberries into her favorite muffins and morning oats. After several months of this simple tweak, her post-exercise soreness lessened dramatically, and her mobility scores during her physical assessment showed marked improvement. The change wasn't magic, it was science meeting consistency. Blueberries helped her muscles recover faster, keeping her vibrant lifestyle intact. 5. Flax seeds. Never underestimate the power packed into a single flax seed. These tiny nutritional giants deliver a triple advantage for muscle health: plant-based omega-3 fatty acids to fight inflammation, fiber to support digestion, and protein to aid in muscle repair. However, perhaps their most overlooked benefit is how dramatically they enhance gut health, a critical factor in nutrient absorption. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at pulling essential nutrients from food. A sluggish digestive system means your muscles aren't getting the building blocks they desperately need. Flax seeds, rich in soluble and insoluble fiber, help keep digestion smooth and nutrient uptake high. One inspiring case is John, a 68-year-old cycling enthusiast who felt stuck after a year of plateaued progress. By blending a tablespoon of ground flaxseed into his morning smoothies, he noticed a gradual but undeniable rebound in his leg strength over several months. The takeaway? Sometimes a simple seed can reignite the strength you've been missing. 6. Cottage cheese. Cottage cheese isn't just an old-fashioned snack. It's a clinical powerhouse for preserving muscle overnight. It stands apart because it's rich in casein protein, a slow-digesting form of protein that delivers a steady stream of amino acids while you sleep, when your body would otherwise enter a prolonged fasting state that accelerates muscle breakdown. Aging muscles are especially vulnerable during the nighttime fasting window. Supplying them with a continuous nutrient flow can make the difference between strength preservation and slow deterioration. Margaret, 65, was facing early signs of sarcopenia, struggling with declining energy and strength during her winters indoors. Acting on a simple recommendation, she added a cup of cottage cheese 3 evenings per week before bed. Over just one season, her muscle mass notably improved, and she reported feeling stronger, more balanced, and less fatigued during daily activities. It's proof that smart nighttime nutrition isn't just beneficial, it's essential. 7. Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt has carved out its place as a muscle-preserving superstar, and for good reason. Beyond its dense concentration of high-quality protein, it houses probiotics that fortify your gut health. And make no mistake, a healthy gut is the control center for absorbing the nutrients your muscles depend on. As we grow older, gut integrity naturally declines, impairing how well we absorb crucial muscle-building nutrients like protein, calcium, and magnesium. The probiotics in Greek yogurt help rebalance the gut microbiome, boosting absorption and reducing systemic inflammation, both of which are critical for maintaining muscle function. Tom, a lifelong runner who battled years of digestive troubles, started a simple nightly ritual: a bowl of Greek yogurt with berries. In less than 3 months, his chronic muscle cramping diminished significantly. More impressively, he found himself doubling his usual morning walk distance without additional fatigue. The gut-muscle link is real, and Greek yogurt serves as a delicious, powerful ally in preserving strength for the long haul. 8. Fatty fish. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel are among the most powerful allies you can enlist in your battle to maintain muscle strength. Loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, these fish don't just fight inflammation, they actively enhance your body's ability to synthesize and retain muscle proteins, even as natural aging tries to chip away at your strength. Omega-3s also improve the sensitivity of muscle cells to anabolic signals, essentially making your muscles more responsive to nutrients and exercise. This is a critical advantage, particularly after age 50, when that sensitivity naturally declines. I remember Diane, a former nurse who loved hiking but struggled with joint pain and fatigue after hitting her 60s. After adding grilled salmon to her meals twice a week, she noticed remarkable improvements: less stiffness, fewer aches, and newfound endurance on her beloved weekend hikes. Sometimes, it's not about adding intensity to your exercise. It's about nourishing your body wisely so it can perform at its best. 9. Lean proteins. When it comes to muscle preservation, lean proteins are not just important, they're essential. Think chicken breast, turkey, legumes, and low-fat dairy. As we age, our bodies require significantly more protein to trigger the same muscle-building responses we enjoyed effortlessly in our 20s. Lean protein sources deliver high biological value without burdening the body with excess saturated fats. Consistent, balanced protein intake supports stronger muscle repair, better recovery after physical activity, and helps counteract the natural declines that come with age. Carlos, a retired engineer with a passion for woodworking, faced dwindling strength that was starting to impact his favorite hobby. By simply swapping some of his usual carbs for grilled chicken and hearty lentil dishes, he experienced noticeable gains during his strength training classes. Within a few months, lifting heavy tools no longer felt like a strain, and he moved through his projects with renewed vigor. His story reminds us, building muscle in our later years isn't about grand gestures. It's about steady, consistent choices made every single day. Aging is a journey we all must take, but frailty is not a destination we have to accept. Think of your muscles as the engines of your independence, the force that lets you move freely, live actively, and experience life fully. Every meal you eat is a choice. You can fuel that engine or let it slowly stall. You don't need magic pills or expensive treatments. The real keys to vitality are already in your kitchen, waiting for you to put them to work. Picture yourself dancing at your granddaughter's wedding, trekking through national parks, or simply rising effortlessly from your favorite armchair. These moments of freedom are not distant dreams. They are achievable realities if you act today. If this message resonates with you, pass it on to someone you love. Together, let's build lives of strength, resilience, and joy. Because your strength isn't just a gift, it's your legacy.